Morning traders, Nick Massandreo, Market Tea Leaves, here to bring you our daily market bias video for Friday, February 28th. It's approximately 5:35 a.m. on the East Coast. This is going to be a longer than usual market bias video because there are certain things that are happening right now that I think that you should be aware of. If we were to take a look at the overnight session, Asia closed mainly to the high side, although fractionally, with the exception of the Japanese Nikkei exchange, which closed down. Currently right now in Europe is trading mainly to the downside with the exception of the German DAX exchange, which is trading fractionally higher. Now, if we were to take a look at market correlation as it stands, U.S. dollar is trading lower. It's been trading lower pretty much all morning long. And the concern I have here is that the U.S. dollar is trading below the 80 mark. I've not seen this in quite some time. I think it's been about months. The last time I saw U.S. dollar trading below 80. Energies in terms of crude is also trading down. There is no correlation between the U.S. dollar and crude as this writing. Financials in terms of the bonds are trading down. And in fact, we would take a look at the entire bond universe, if you will. Everything is trading down. Indices in terms of the S&P, NASDAQ, Dow Jones Industrial Average, all pointing to the downside. Metals is pointing to the downside as well. Now, very briefly, if we were to take a look at the economic calendar that we have in terms of news for the U.S. market, we have a virtual tsunami of reports coming out. At 8:30 a.m., we have preliminary GDP. We have GDP price index. At 9:45, we have Chicago PMI. These are all major reports. These are all major market movers and have the capacity to change market direction. At 9:55, we have revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. These are not considered major because they are revised numbers. They are not preliminary numbers. Therefore, they are not really market movers. Now, at 10 a.m., we have pending home sales, which again is also a major market mover. And then we have two FOMC members speaking virtually at the same time, 10:15 a.m. Both of them will be in New York. Now, in terms of what's going on with the U.S. dollar, there's a couple of things I've noticed, and I mentioned this in Market Tea Leaves today. At 5 a.m., we have an FOMC member speaking, and he's speaking to the Swiss National Bank. Now, I need to show you something. If we were to take a look at what's going on in terms of the U.S. dollar versus the Swiss franc, you see this every day on Market Tea Leaves, but I'm going to show this to you now to give you some insight. The U.S. dollar is virtually dropping off the side of a cliff. I mean, it's down over 400 points, or 400 ticks, if you will. This is highly unusual. And the only thing that I'm thinking of right now is this FOMC member speaking to the Swiss National Bank must have said something to trigger this. Although this is something I suspect is pure subjection on my part because nothing has been reported on it. However, if you were to take a look at, or we were to take a look at, what's going on with the Swiss franc is going through the roof. So apparently, whatever this FOMC member said, it's sparking some kind of reaction in terms of the U.S. dollar versus Swiss franc. All this being said, our bias is neutral because currently right now the market's aren't giving us any sense of direction, or nor is it tipping its hand in terms of which way it wants to go, up or down. And currently, right now, as I look at all the major instruments, or all the major future instruments, everything is trading to the downside, which means people are not making up their minds. Traders are not making up their minds. Best bet in a situation like that: stay out of the market. Keep your powder dry. Live to fight another day, if you will. Or the other way you could go would be to say, wait till all the news comes out, wait till market shows some direction, and then commit real capital, if you will. But I needed to point this out to you because I think it's that important. We could be in for quite a volatile day today. Could this change? Absolutely. Anything can happen in a volatile market. Thanks. Hope this helps. Look forward to the next time with you.